What? What? Well, hello, YouTube, and welcome into episode 33. One of my favorite numbers, actually. 33. What was I gonna say? I don't know. Welcome back to my Legend of Dragoon. Oh my god. Can we start over? Let's start over. Cut. Hello, YouTube, and welcome back to another episode of my Legend of Dragoon blind Let's Play. I am Mr. Miles. In the last episode, we went through Fort McGrad, and we fought the Polter armor, and we also did like a cool snowy little puzzle thing where I had to like jump and stuff like that. So if you haven't seen that episode, please go back and watch that for the first time. We are now off on our way to Vellweb to rescue Shauna, because we like took a whole detour and all that stuff. Poor Shauna, we keep doing this to her, where we're like off doing other things, throwing snowballs at each other, what have you. So we're gonna go do that now. Before we do that, I did end, I think, last episode switching my party back to Meru and Haschel. However, it occurred to me that I don't know if I've done a team up of Haschel, of Meru and Albert, which we should probably, like, we can continue leveling him up too. And we also have Gust of Wind Dance to work on. So yeah, a couple people in the comments of the last episode were like, you know, you could use Emperor and Albert, and I was like, yeah. So I thought, yeah, let's just start off this episode doing that. So I might cut some stuff out, but we're gonna run all the way back to where we were originally, to then go, I think, upward instead of sliding down that hill. So that's what we'll be doing. In the meantime, we'll destroy this Skelly. We'll destroy this Skelly. It'll be nice to have her back in. Yeah. Cool boogie. It's been a while since we've actually used that one. Off to a fantastic start. Off to a fantastic start. Cool boogie. I'm just gonna keep repeating that. Oh no, that was snuck in there. We defeated it, but that snuck in there. We also have Soul Eater, is that right? The sword, which I feel like Soul Eater is such a classic name for a sword. But it's supposed to take away 10% of my health at the end of the turn. So in kind of to counteract that, we're gonna keep the therapy ring on. Right? That sound right to you? Then we're gonna run up here. I don't think there was anything else to kind of fool around with while we were here. I like that we're getting more involved in our in our additions now. Wow, 562. No more of me just coasting through, pressing one button at a time. Hey, Meru leveled up. I wasn't paying attention to that. Good for her. Good for her. Oh, no. Oh, no. I think somebody said in a previous comment that if you're running away from the camera, you're less likely to hit an encounter. If you're running towards, you're more likely. I don't know how true that is, but that definitely seemed to occur just then. Cool boogie. We also have all of our shields, too, that I could be using. It just seems like a lot of work, just for normal minuscule mobs. Dude, that thing decimates. Oh, come on. We're not off to a good start. You and I, Albert. I knew I was so early on that one. If they were to ever do a remake of this, I would like them, obviously higher fidelity, but I would like them to give us costume or outfit changes as well. I would love to see that. As well as, like, if once you pick up a new weapon, our weapon looks like that weapon. You know what I mean? But we basically have the same model for everything here, but that's kind of the way I would like. All right, so then we've got probably 2 more encounters, maybe including this one, before we head to the top. It hasn't dawned on me, but it's just funny that I talk throughout most of these encounters still, even though I end up cutting a lot of them from the recording, like for the episode. So I usually just sit here and the stuff that you catch really is just kind of like random, pretty much. It's kind of like whatever I decided. You know what? I'm going to throw this encounter in there just to kind of break up, you know, the whatever. So I'll still like talk about stuff while I'm doing this. And then I had a thought. I was like, you know what? It's not so much that it's like, it's not really interesting. But at some point, I should just post the entire unedited episodes somewhere. Maybe just in one giant long playthrough. Just completely unedited. Just me here coughing and sneezing, stepping away to go to the bathroom, you know. Continuously picking Stevie up off the desk and putting her down on the floor when she wants food. You know, all the things that I cut out. Just put it all in there. Oh, that one's super quick. It's like a back-to-back one. I'm going to get this one. I know I am at some point. Have I actually seen Gust of Wind Dance, the full thing? Like, I'm wondering after this encounter, I'll go ahead and take a look real quick. I won't spend too much time in that menu. But I'll go ahead and take a look, and then we'll see. Yeah, I don't know if I've seen the full Gust of Wind Dance. Oh, yeah, two rave twisters. That is a tongue twister. Rave twister. Two rave twisters. Say that 10 times fast. Say that 10 times fast. Additions. Moonstrikes. Cool. Cool. Gust of Wind Dance. Yeah, we've completed 0 of those. 0. What did I have armed for Albert? Come to think of it. She has the therapy ring. He's got the power wrist. Cool. And she's just dancing in the moonlight. Oh, we're not gonna make it. I did say 2, didn't I? Yes, this would be the second one. Yeah, I feel like Albert's suffering a little bit defensively. I think he only has like 97 defense magically. All right, we are back up at the top here. We are now gonna run this way. And what happens? Oh, okay. Gloriano. Alright, I'm gonna go this way. So, capital Vellweb. Alright. Let's do this. Let's do this. I have no idea how long this is going to take. But I have a feeling this is getting close to the end of this disc. Oh, there's Lloyd. Here we are at the capital city, Vellweb. The 7 towers. Is Diaz waiting for us somewhere in there? That is the tower, the 7 dragoons. The throne of the Holy Emperor is underneath there. We are standing at the legendary place where humans began their liberation. I wonder if it's an abominable place as well. You think too much. It's the same as Cadessa, isn't it? When you drag the past around, you cannot walk anywhere. It is true, Maru. The forbidden land that was the royal capital of the Wingleys. And this, Vellweb, is a mere historic ruin. Yes. We can do nothing but settle for the present. Okay. Okay. I'm excited to see like what monsters are in this place too. This is all cool. And there's like a little bridge down at the bottom, very bottom there. Neat. Let's party.
Let's party.
It's like a bat jester. And, I don't know. It looks like something I had as a toy as a kid. As a toy? Right? Is that right? Something I had as a toy as a kid. I guess so. It just sounded weird coming out of my mouth just then. Let's go ahead and guard up. And let's go ahead. Succubus! I mean, yeah, she does look like a spring hitter. Cool. I don't know what... This one. Cool boogie. Oh, cool. Lives up to the name. Lives up to the name. All right. I am gonna guard up with him, though. Ooh. The moves. Don't do a ton of damage. Makes sense. Succubus, dark damage. We haven't used Miranda, I don't know, in our party since, I think, the first time we got her. Uh-oh. Oh my god, so close. Yes, wake her up. Oh, really? Oh, man. Falling apart. Item stolen. What did it steal? Yes! Yes! So excited to nail that one. All right. I mean, that's pretty cool. Sometimes you really gotta press that button. All right, so we've got a chest down there. Oh, what are these dudes? They kind of look undead, a little steampunky. Yeah, they're like Frankenstein's monsters. Maximum volts. So here's my question. So because of Soul Eater not taking away, Soul Eater takes away health, and Therapy Ring gives health, I haven't been seeing any type of, like, plus-minus at the start of Dart's turn, so I'm just assuming that his health isn't going anywhere. I haven't really been paying attention, to be quite honest, on that side, like, the actual numbers. But I have noticed that, like, we're not getting a plus-minus to him. Alright, kill this guy. Oh, my God! It stuck it right in there. I wonder if there's an item shop in this place. Because we have... I've got items. But I mostly need the HPs. Yeah. I just wish she vomited out rainbows. That's kind of what I wanted it to be. Oh, right. And she gets... I just want to use Diamond Dust. I just want an excuse to use Diamond Dust.
Diamond Dust.
Yep. Oh, I like that celebration. Have I seen that before? Probably. Her Dragoon celebration. Alright. Is there a chest up here? Be kind of neat for them to put one there. Oh, here, we got some... Can I make the door? There we go. Alright. I'll pop me out down here. Open this up. What's it give me? Attack ball. Bleh. Go up here. We got a couple more vendors, which I think, you know, we were alerted that there'd be some vendors on our way here, so cool. From a couple episodes ago. Oh no, not you two again. Actually might use Rose Storm. Plus, it's been a minute since we've dragooned with our good friend Albert. Gas Bliss. Ooh, cool. We might have to check that out too. Rose Storm. Don't know why I paused so much on that. I was thinking about the Muru stuff from before. I was like, because we got a back-to-back turns with her, and I was like, well, no, it would make sense because we have multiple charges of Dragoon. But then I was like, no, her speed's higher. Sometimes I do a lot of that internal thinking that I don't say out loud while I'm recording my episodes. And then I'll get a comment saying something, and then I'm like, oh, I should have actually... I didn't do it that way, or I did it this way because... And I, like, should just talk it out while I'm doing it. It's something I need to work on. I don't know if it's because these guys are so big, if it's messing with me. I don't know. But I have not been able to land. There we go. I mean, he only does 83. The sheet only does 83. They must just have a lot of defense. A lot of physical defense. They probably take a lot of magical. But I don't really want to use up spells. I might need them later. But I will check out whatever Gas Bliss is, but I'm going to use it on this dude. Just because that other mob's already red, and it's too much. That's cool. Ah, wow. So much damage. Yeah, they just take a ton of magic damage. A ton. Cool. Dart leveled up. Killing it. All right, let's continue on our way. All right, we'll go back this way because we'll grab some stuff. Peddler Brother Tercero. Brother, there are no customers here. I'm not doubting your word though. Don't worry. Believe me, there are always customers, even in this kind of place. Okay, I believe you, brother. You're right, brother. There are really customers. It's all due to the skills and my passion, merchant's soul. You have to learn from this. I sell weapons, and I sell items. We are peddlers. It must be fated we would be here, or we would meet here. Why don't you take a chance to buy something? Let me thank you in advance. I'm all over the place with these voices. Let's look at weapons. Let's look at the weapons. Ooh. We already have a heavy mace. We already have Giganto armor. Energy girdle. Do we have? Giganto ring, though. That's new. That's new. And 10,000. Oh, sorry, not 10,000. 1,000. Raises a physical attack and defense power. That's pretty cool. I almost feel like that would be really good for him. I might buy it. I might buy that and the partisan for him and just deck him out. Cool. Segundo and Quartaro have a business somewhere else. If you find them, please buy something from them. I have. All right, what do we got? All right, so I've got, honestly, we're just going to buy 1, 2, 5 of those. I'm going to buy 3 of those. And I might just keep it at that. What's a Charm, yeah, reduces the risk. I might just keep it at that for now. Because we'll just open up one spot. We'll leave one spot open. Can I get past you guys? Thank you. Oh man, I thought we were gonna make it through. We'll leave one spot open in case we bump into something. We've been having just a hard time with that lately. What is this guy? What is this? A witch. A witch. Can I just kill this thing right off? See what happens? A Terminator? Oh, these things are so cool. I don't know if this guy right here is like a rare. You know? Well, it only does 10 damage to him. Oof. Oof. Oh, now he's dead. Uh-oh. I wonder what the model number is on these Terminators. Ugh. That one's the toughest, I think. To hit the counter. Too early. I kind of mashed buttons there. Alright. Moving on. Just the witch looked like he could have been something. Dart, look at that huge battery. Whoa. That's cool. Humans shot huge arrows from there, aiming at the Tower of Flanville. And back then, humans thought this way, that the arrow would not only shear the darkness that covers the earth, but also shear their corrupted hearts, which were accustomed to being ruled. Why are you suddenly starting to say this? I don't know. I still cannot tell. But if we meet the guy who claims he is Diaz, I think we can find out the reason. I'm speaking nonsense again. Let's keep going. A hero from history is waiting for us. Interesting. It's a giant chain. Ooh, what was that? Shirley! I have been waiting for you. You're Shirley. Why? Why are you here? You ascended to heaven, I thought. Before that, I had something I had to take care of in Vellweb. I couldn't leave the trapped souls alone in this world. Are you talking about... Yes, the 4 souls of the dragoons who lost their lives during the Dragon campaign. Their souls were drawn to Mayfill, the gate of the Inferno, from which you can never return, is requesting the souls of the dragoons. The Death City Mayfill? I thought it was destroyed. I don't know how, but it is true that the gate of the Inferno is open. Rose, I made their souls inert and anchored them in this place. What's happening to her? But there is a limit to my power. After you meet Diaz, please visit this place again and lead their souls to heaven. Whoa. Whoa. The souls of the Dragoons are wandering somewhere in the towers. But we have to take care of something else now. Let's go find Diaz. So my thinking is these 4 souls are going to be 4 optional bosses that we're going to be able to fight. And maybe if we go down that way, I don't know. Oops. But they did give me specific instructions. We have to go down, I believe. That's where the throne room is. So I think we'll save, but if we were to go into the tower, then that's what all that stuff would kind of take place. But yeah. But when we first got here and they were talking about all the other stuff, about Diaz and whatnot, they had mentioned the throne room was at the bottom, I believe. Unless I just made that up. We should... I feel like we should heal up. Let's get everybody... let's get everybody to have max health, but do I really... yeah, it's fine. Recover for all. It's actually best probably to use it in the menu there. That way everyone's health is up. And then I want to use Sun Rhapsody on him, a Sun Rhapsody on her, and my last Sun Rhapsody on him. Oh, let's just go ahead and save again. Sorry. So yeah, I think if I go into the tower, that takes us to all that other stuff. This definitely seems like an area we want to be in. Actually, I feel like I should run away if I can. If I can. Yeah, cool. Just so that we're not burning all the health. I used the item and all that stuff. I really don't want to. So we'll run. I'll head this way. Ooh, what's this? There's a chest down there. Maybe I did go to the wrong spot. Maybe I did go to the wrong spot. This looks like a flippin' mess. Alright, that gives me this. Rose's hairband? Oh, interesting. My brain is broken. Avoids instant death. Guys, I'm not gonna say it. Not yet. Let's see what these other items have to say. Let's see what these other items have to say. If I ever get around to them. Oh, it's Shauna! Shoot! I didn't want to do that. Not yet, at least. There's other items and stuff that I wanted to get. Oh, no. Shauna! Diaz. Here are all 3 divine moon objects. There are no more obstacles to hinder our utopia. Release the girl. Fine. Diaz, what are you going to do with the divine moon objects? Didn't you hear it from Lloyd? I feel like I need to give him a different voice, but I don't know what. Maybe we can give him like a little bit something more maniacal. My only desire is the advent of the last species. If you are the true Diaz, you should know what that implies. Total destruction. What? What do you? Lloyd. Well done. Bringing me the moon gem, moon dagger, and moon mirror. Now, we can let the Virage embryo the god of destruction, the last species we desire, the true Virage, arise. I will create the utopia you wanted after the Virage embryo purges the world. Everything so far was an overture to that, Lloyd. He showed you a false utopia from the beginning. You deceived me. My utopia exists in the future of this world. What I desire is the creation of the future, not the destruction of this world. I don't need you anymore. Holy... Diaz! What are you thinking? I don't need to hide anymore. Oh, yes, okay. Love me cause some cutscenes. It's been a while. Rose, Dart. Father? No. No way.
Oh, it cannot be.
What? 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 Dart's father is Zeke. Oh my god, that makes so... Why? It was staring me in the face this entire time. It was staring me in the face this entire time. We picked up his father's Dragoon spirit. However, I will say we have seen the Dragoons kind of pass around a lot in this game. The dragon spirits. So it did, like, but it's like so flippin' obvious now that there's been like essentially like 2 main generations of Dragoons, like all 7 of us coming together. And the fact that, oh my god, the fact that Dart's dad is Zieg, or as I like to pronounce Ziag, makes total flipping sense. Oh my god, like it's like this happens at like as soon as we meet the Red Dragoon from like 11,000 years ago. It should have dawned on me then that, oh my god, that's Dart's dad. But for some reason it didn't, like a dummy. That's crazy. So that's why she had like sort of like some weird feelings towards Dart, and she's kind of been watching over him probably since he was a kid. That's crazy. Because also she's probably the Black Monster as well. So he's been looking for her, and she's been watching over him. Oh my god. All right, sorry. Let's get going. Is that really you, Dad? You died with Melbu Frama on each other's swords. Melbu Frama? Was that the bald dude that we saw? Rose? What are you talking about? Now I don't know what the voice to give him. Now, I can tell you everything. Okay, lore dump, right? The beginning of the world was an absolute nothingness. Darkness. The creator Soa sowed a seed to the earth. I'm going to talk a little bit slower because I'm also trying to digest this at the same time. This is the plan of Soa that created all species, the birth of the divine tree. So he's not Diaz, he's himself acting as Diaz. Eventually, the fruit of the divine tree ripened and fell to the ground to fill the world with life. Gigantos from the 97th fruit. Minotos from the 99th fruit. Dragons from the 105th fruit. Humans from the 106th fruit. Winglies with magic power from the 107th fruit. And at the end, the Viraj embryo, the god of destruction, was to be born from the 108th fruit. Soa desired the destruction and regeneration of the world by the Viraj embryo, the god of destruction. I don't get that. All right, so that part I don't understand. So why would Soa plant a seed to build a tree where the fruit would then ripen and then create life where something from that tree would then destroy all life? What would cause the regeneration? However, 11,000 years ago, Winglies found out the tragedy waiting for them and sealed the 108th fruit by separating the flesh and the soul. Interesting. The flesh of the god, the flesh of the Viraj embryo, was taken away from the Winglies as the moon that never sets, that glows in the sky. So that's the flesh. And the soul of the god was captured in the crystal sphere, and Melbu Frama kept it, yes, to withdraw unlimited magic from that and to conquer the other creatures. Okay. However, even with unlimited magic power, the domination was not eternal. Humans arose with dragoons in front. Nothing was their match because they obtained the power of the dragon, and finally, they drove Melbu Frama into a corner. I felt certain of my victory, and it was in the next moment the spell of petrification cast by Melbu captured me. Okay? I have waited for 11,000 years. Time, almost eternal, dissolved the spell of Melbu, and I was released from captivity. Days spent with Rose became the eternal past, and I lived as the father of Dart in this age until this tragic day. Or until the tragic day in Neat. I'm interested to see how this whole, the Moonchild and all that stuff plays a part in this. I cannot believe it. I am here. That is a fact. Then both Dad and Rose are the heroes of the Dragon campaign? Yes, but that's not all. Humans made a mistake. Silly humans destroyed the crystal sphere, which was the container of the soul along with the royal capital, Cadessa. That soul resides in Shana. The Viraj embryo, the god of destruction, was excellent. It could now be born. The free soul released from the crystal sphere started to wander in order to go back to the body left in the moon that never sets, to be born as the last god and to destroy the world. Oh my god! So, the Moonchild is the soul, right? So every 100 some odd years, the soul is born within somebody. Yes, okay. So, again, I'm sorry, like I'm like taking time out of this. I like to prophesy. I like to like think about this before it actually gets dropped on me. And people are like, just shut up and just read it. Okay, so every was it 108 years or something like that? Which makes sense, 108th, whatever. But every 100 some odd years, the Moonchild is born, which would then reunite with the sun, with the moon that never sets, which is the flesh, you know, the actual Virage embryo. So it's not a moon. It's an embryo. It's an egg in the sky, and that would then create the god of destruction. So we talk like the whole prophecy of, you know, it's, you know, the blood moon. It causes destruction. It's not like, it's supposed to be salvation, but it's destruction. Yada yada yada. So the black monster, which it would be Rose, knows of all this ahead of time, and she has been around to stop it every single time. So while she is the black monster and supposed to be evil, whatever, she has been basically prolonging the god of destruction from coming into the world. In the moon that never sets, to be born as the last god and to destroy the world. The soul without a body possesses a human body and heads for the moon that never sets. By repeating the transmigration every 108 years. You now know the soul of the god of destruction is the Moonchild, the truth of the Moonchild in the legend. Count 108 years, and when the moon that never sets glares in red, the Moonchild descends to the earth and shall give a holy blessing to the world. The holy blessing is destruction. Destruction is Soa's will. This is the fate that rules the future of the world. But there was one dragoon who found out about it. In order to deter the birth of the god of destruction, she has to kill the moon children by stopping her own time. She was even called a demon. That is the true self of Rose, the black monster. Rose is the black monster? Tell me it's not true. The Moonchild has to be killed, and the people around it too, before they become the servants of the god of destruction. Neat. 2? For 11,000 years, there have been no exceptions. God! Why do you have to be the black monster? That's it. What are you going to do? Let me tell you one more truth. Rose, you thought the Princess Luvia you killed 18 years ago was the Moonchild. But it's not true. Luvia had a twin sister! Oh my god! No! Shauna is the Moonchild. Shauna is the soul of the Virage embryo, the god of destruction. I'll dissolve the signet of the moon that never sets and cross it with the Moonchild. No way. Now, I have everything in my hands. Alright, the only thing I'm like, I don't understand here is, this part might have gone over my head, is why Zieg is doing this. Like, why is it Zieg? Release Shauna, and you are going to kill her to save the world? I'll kill her. This is a limitation of humans. Zieg, why? Yes, I want to know why. All is the will of the creator, Soa. But so, yeah, now, just like one small detail of like who the hell Emperor Diaz was from the get-go. Was Zieg a double agent, basically? Was he posing as Diaz, the original Diaz, and himself? That's why he wore a mask? Like, we're there's situations where like the other 6 Dragoons were all hanging out together, and there was Diaz, and then it's like, where's Zeke? Also, the whole neat thing, like he goes back and transforms, and then drops his Dragoon spirit in neat. So like, yeah, I'm hoping we get some more clarification on that. Again, sorry for like talking through all this. Should have been doing it. I could talk after the word, but it's easier to like catalog my thoughts together. All is the will of the creator Soa. My hands start the world, and my hands end the world. Yes, fate desires it. Dad, wait! Shauna! Yes. Let's just do this, just to be on the safe side. Save file 2 is what we'll be using going forward. Remind me that. Disc 4, Fate and Soul. We've finished Disc 3. We finished Disc 3. Are we doing a time jump now? Because like this seems like naturally in today's seems like this is when we would do some sort of time jump. Oh, cool. Chapter 4, Moon and Fate. This is the final chapter of the game too. Fitting, it lands on 33, which is like again one of my favorite favorite numbers. Oh, that's so dope. That's gotta be the thumbnail. Gotta be the thumbnail. People will know too when they see that thumbnail. Where how far I got. I'm totally beaten. We came all this way and we cannot go back. Yes, we did. No need to return. The city of Wingley's, Rose said, is just over there. What was it called? Ulara? I hope we can find out what we should do there. I hope so too. Is that where... I'm guessing that's where Lloyd was from? Ulara? Is it this way? Does this take me to the... Where are we right now? Like any sane person would probably have ended the episode here, but... Oh my god, cool bugs! And, Scorpion. I thought we were gonna fight something, but also we have to go back. I wanted to get to a save point, that's what I wanted to do. But I don't want to go too far, because I don't want to, like... Sometimes I do count on you guys to tell me where I need to go. But awesome, guys. We're in Disc 4 now. Makes me kind of sad. I don't know how long Disc 4 is compared to the other 3, but it only just signifies that we're getting closer to the end of the game. No! And no! Getting close to the end of the game. It's always, like, bittersweet. It's, like, always fun to, like, complete and get to another, you know, end of the game and then move on and stuff like that. But I play a lot of MMOs, and those games don't end. Alright, so we gotta... I'm gonna come out of this and we gotta run. I don't know what's in the middle here, though. Body purifier, cool. Like, what's in the middle? There's, like, something here. This. What's this? It's probably an optional boss. No, it's just cactus. Just 2 cactus. 2 cacti. Yeah, so I don't want to go too far, because I wasn't sure if there was, like, an option... We went straight down, which brought us into this section that we are now, but it looked like there might have been a spot to the left. I really just want to find a save spot first. I should save in-game just to be on the safe side.
Diamond dust.
Cool. Oh, no. Where the hell are we?
Thank God the ground was not hard.
Where is... Who could imagine there was such a place under the ground of the desert?
It must be a cavity created when the water dried up. The world is going on without knowing anything, without knowing until the end. I wonder if this little world has experienced an end like that.
It is not determined yet that our world will end.
And that's true. We are still here.
The hell? Oh, thank God. There is a save. Oh, okay. It was there the whole... Was that here the whole time? Was that there the whole time? No way. No way. Death Frontier. Moon and Fate, though, also sounds like a really cool name for a video. Title for a video. But guys, that is gonna do it for this episode. We got the lore dump that I was told was coming, which was A+. Like, that was dope. Loved the cutscenes. The twist that I should have saw coming, that everybody who played this game probably did, or if you didn't, you're probably like me afterward. You're like, oh my God, that was so flippin' obvious. That was so obvious that Dart's dad was Zeeg. So there's that level, and then the layer of Zeeg being Diaz, which also, I'm not gonna say any spoilers for a beloved anime. But it does remind me of that too. There's an anime that's kind of like the same thing. There's like a legendary hero that, like, that whole story around that turns out to not necessarily be that way. So that's what that kind of reminded me of. So I don't know whether or not Diaz ever existed, or if it was just Zeeg the whole time. That part I need some clarification on without spoilers, just the stuff that we've already know. I might have to go reread the chapter summaries or something like that for this, or when I'm watching back this, it'll tell me, but or it'll dawn on me. But that whole sequence was cool. The only thing though that I don't necessarily know has been cleared up for me is the events surrounding Neat. She goes off and kills what she believes is Princess Luvia in Neat 18 years ago, but the soul jumps to her sister, or maybe never jumped to her sister, but it was in Shauna the whole time, or jumps to Shauna. Shauna and Dart were childhood friends, yada yada. But why Zeeg was even involved in that? Because we see Zeeg die during that cutscene, but then what happens to him in Neat? He goes to obviously square off against a black monster. What happens to him at that point? There's like no dialogue between him and Rose, and you would think that Rose knew Zeeg was alive then if he went to go confront her. So that whole sequence of events a little muddy for me. Maybe they explain it a little bit further later on in the game. If they do, please don't confirm or deny. But the fact that his dad is Zeeg is that kind of blew my mind there for a second. Blew my mind. Oh man, so cool though. And then yeah, just interesting to see what happens with Shauna now, whether or not we end up fighting, if they do like a Diablo 3 situation where Shauna no longer exists and she's just a creature now. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, a lot of interesting stuff happening. It's just super juicy. Love this game. Love it. I've seen why you guys have said such nice things about this game and why it seems to be so beloved among the community. But yeah, just to be able to experience this for the first time has just been amazing. And it doesn't even matter how old it is or how dated it looks or anything like that. It's just a great story so far. So yeah, with that being said, if you happen to like this episode, hit that thumbs up button, the subscribe button, and the bell icon to be notified whenever I post a new video. Stop by Premiere Sundays at 12 p.m. EDT or EST right here on my YouTube channel. But guys, go forward for the rest of your day. Make it a good one. I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.